And we're back to exploring Midjourney. This time I've checked a couple of lighting keywords and most of them actually worked pretty well. Let us dive right in. I've used the same prompt all the time, woman New York streets. And I've used the same seed of 1 for everyone. And then I've just changed the token for lighting. Started with natural lighting. It accentuates the sun in the background. Here's cinematic lighting. It directly made it darker and gave it a more bluish style. Artificial light made it also darker, so it's more like a nighttime photo, and it accentuated the artificial lights in the surrounding. For the most part you get a bokeh when you do that, but still you can clearly see a difference by adding this keyword. What also works is silhouette lighting. That's my results. Not much of an effect here for chiaroscuro lighting, but definitely looks different compared to the silhouette lighting. Rim lighting works, but it made it look very artificial. So it is more like a computer game graphic, especially image 2. What also works is to use keywords for the intensity of the lighting. Here we have low light, and in comparison to it, bright light. But bright lighting, for example, isn't as intense as natural lighting. That's something to keep in mind, but it's definitely brighter than the dark or the low light. Here we have neon lights, works well. Light painting is a hit and miss. So 2 and 4, you could call it light painting, but 1 and 3, it more adjusted the clothing. Same goes for white light or light in white style. It changes the clothing and the general color grading, but not the light. That's just a minor effect. Here's fluorescent lighting. Could also describe this as a low intensity neon light. What works is to specify the daytime. So here we have nighttime. We clearly get nighttime lighting comparison to daytime. Here's golden hour, also works, and blue hour, to my surprise, worked pretty well. Finally, moonlight, it also works, but you can see a little bit of a hit and miss here and there. But it understands that you want to have kind of like a nighttime photo where the moon shines through. Here's dawn lighting, not as intense as golden hour, so you could differentiate that. What doesn't work though seems to be the lighting direction. I've tried to use side light, front light, backlight, from above and below, and they don't do much. Here we have, for example, from below, on the lighting source is more in the back. Here's lighting from above and it changed the perspective instead of the lighting. Here's backlight, or we could call this somewhat of a success. And here's front light, not much of an impact. So direction didn't work that well. But everything else Midjourney seems to understand. So you can actually use these photography and cinematography lighting terms, and Midjourney seems to be able to interpret them quite well. I hope this video was helpful, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.